Okay, hi everyone. Apologies, I accidentally forgot to save qualifying and then the game kind of bugged out, so I had to leave the game and I forgot to save it. So we're going straight into the race. I qualified 4th. Delatraz is on pole. The Mercedes are between us. As you'll see here, looking dry for the race. It was wet all the way through practice. My car feels good. It was a scruffy qualifying lap, essentially. I buggered up Pouon and Lafagna chicane and dropped back, essentially. As you can see, we made a little bit of a step forward, but Mercedes made a better one. Racing Point have got back ahead of Ferrari. AlphaTauri, Renault and McLaren are basically together, as are Alfa Romeo and Haas. Williams made a little bit of an improvement as well, so that's good to see. Let's see how we get on. 11 laps of carnage potentially coming right up.
We're in Belgium once again. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Louis Delatraz lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Smith,
Hamilton's
Albon,
got a grid drop.
Daniel Kvyat, and Gasly, Ocon. Hamilton, they've taken a grid penalty. Perez
Juicy.
and Daniel Ricciardo. Stroll, Norris, George Russell, and Leclerc. Verstappen, Giovinazzi, Nick De Vries, and Kevin Magnussen. Grosjean, Latifi, King, and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
That's interesting that Hamilton's got to start that far back. That might mean that he's mildly compromised for whatever it is that he does. I'm not going to change that. I am going to boost up this just a smidge though. Let's go. Coming for you, Bottas. Nice. Now potentially I'm also coming for you, Louis. Depends on how scrappy I am.
That's a decent start. Good job.
I think I've got the pace. I just need to chill. Tell you what, this is a 3-horse race, although Hamilton is already catching nicely up the order. He's only got Gasly and Albon to get through, so he's already done 2 people this lap.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Albon and Hamilton have got past Gasly. Crap. Yes!
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. The track is clear.
Who's out?
Green flag.
Oh no, Delatraz is out. No. If you're going to throw some kind of safety car now, as I go past the pits, I will actually go nuts. Ah, oh, that's a shame for Delatraz. That was a 1-2 easy.
Amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing. Go now. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
Okay, nice and toasty, and even a little bit coasty at the end. A win is a win! Beautifully done. Shame Delatraz wasn't about to help us out as a 1-2.
You've really been great today.
Bottas in second and Hamilton being able to get himself from 8th to 3rd with all of that. Quite rightly the deserving driver of the day, I think. Has he done it all in the opening 3 or 4 laps?
What a magnificent victory here at the...
You're welcome. Crofty.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
Welcome. Don't think that helps us in the constructors though. Oh, hello. Nice. Thanks. If only it actually gave me anything. Oh, hello. It does give me a new livery to play with though. Good stuff.
So let's review the updated drivers' standings. Smith takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship.
already there.
Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, Who do you pick?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top.
Thanks.
After an event like that,
Although
who
we
knows
didn't,
what the
but
sport has
okay.
in store for us next time. Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
They've proper broken what they say at the end. So Mercedes do close in on Minardi. Look at what's happened. So they've gained 7 points, I think that was. Never mind. Albon 4th, very clear. Gasly 5th for Renault. Andy was on hard tyres at the end, which I thought was going to mean that he'd get swallowed up by Kvyat, but Kvyat couldn't get through. And they were nose to tail for the whole second tier. Perez up to 7th for AlphaTauri, great stuff. Norris 12th to 8th, the beauty of starting on fresh tyres. Ocon, Ricciardo grabbed 10th after starting there, good stuff. Stroll, Russell, Leclerc, they've all moved up one, haven't they? Verstappen, Giovinazzi, Sainz 22nd to 16th, good recovery. De Vries, not really anywhere, was he? Again, the two Haas's actually closer to De Vries, which is quite good for them, just 3 seconds off. King ahead of Latifi, but only by 4 seconds. Quite a lot of people going for hard tyres, actually. That's interesting. Aha! No dramas on the pit stops. No. Okay, standing wise then. We are 9 clear of Bottas. Nicely done. Delatraz stays in 3rd ahead of Ricciardo and Hamilton. Leclerc and so. Gasly though moves up into 9th. Best of the non-big 4 teams, I guess you would say, although Ferrari have dropped out of that now. Ahead of Sainz, Perez gets ahead of Norris. That's handy to know. No changes on the constructors. But I thought that would have been a good one for Racing Point, but they didn't really claw in loads of points in their battle against Alfa Romeo, because Verstappen's not quite able to do the wonders with the car so terrible at the moment. That's helpful on our rival breakdown because we were trailing in the last couple of races, and that's handy because yay for Monza, nay for Singapore. Shame there for Delatraz. But good for money, I think. Yeah, 2 million. Nicely done. Okay, Monza up next. Should be juicy. Okay, it's a very short run to the Italian Grand Prix. So we've got a couple of things coming in. The first thing I'm going to do though is smash into the R&D, and I was considering waiting for the tyre wear to do the big upgrade, but because we're already so far ahead in that department, I'm going to swish across to the fuel efficiency so that I can smash that one in instead. Get that sorted, and that will get there in time for everything. Then hopefully what we'll do is we'll be very, very close actually to getting, where we are, facilities, the durability upgrades here, because what I want to do is get that quality control in, and then I'm happy and we can start mucking about with getting the durability team all sorted out.
Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Of course they have. It's gone so well so far. So that gets us our grandy old simulator. That should then, if I now switch across to Louis, wow. I mean, he's got a plus 19 for this one because he's got plus 4 on, but that gets him the rating of 82. Looking juicy. We'll see you after practice. Okay, welcome back to Monza just after practice, and it's a juicy one because we've done a tiny bit of an increase, but Mercedes have not. Red Bull have. Racing Point and Ferrari have not. AlphaTauri and Renault have. McLaren have not. Haas have, and Alfa Romeo have not, and neither have Williams. But Romain Grosjean has announced his retirement. Way! So that could be juicy for the driver moves. We'll soon see how we get on. Practice went really, really well. We've got plenty of R&D points, but we've reached the department capacity in the powertrain thing, and I'm quite happy with that. I think I'd rather hold on and maybe go for ultimate brakes or ultimate tyre wear, or start kicking off with the durability if I can get some good press and or hit the 9 million mark. We'll also probably need to start saving, in theory, in terms of Season 4 if there's going to be a reg change, but we'll soon find out. I won't be streaming anything. Well, I won't be uploading episodes on anything to do with a Season 4. So it's all theory-wise. Apologies if you can hear my radiators going nuts in the background. I'm recording this in November. It shows how far ahead that I've done this series. And it's quite cold at, what's the time? 2:32 a.m. The things I do. Okay, let's go to race. Say that was ragged. So was that, and that has given Delatraz the pole. Area. Never mind. I bottled it, but we'll have him down into turn 1. I'm quite confident with this race, I don't know why.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Delatraz, Smith and Lewis Hamilton. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
So Hamilton very much throwing it out there. Bottas, Kvyat, best of the rest. Red Bull doing well. Ocon in the Renault. I tell you what, Renault have been punching above their weight. Leclerc up there in 7 and Ricciardo 10. That's Ferrari's best since version 1.12 came out for me. Red Bull, Giovinazzi, the McLarens falling back, aren't they? AlphaTauri's. I thought Racing Point would be doing better since they've got the second best engine in terms of stats. 2 Alfa Romeos, 2 Haases, 2 Williamses at the back. Verstappen's not able to do very much, is he, with that car at the minute?
It's time for the Italian Grand Prix 1. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Louis Delatraz lines up on pole position, and Smith completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Bottas, Daniel Kvyat and Ocon, Leclerc, Gasly, Ricciardo and Sergio Perez, Giovinazzi, Sainz, Lance Stroll and Albon. They've taken a grid penalty. Norris, Russell, Max Verstappen and Nick de Vries, Magnussen, Grosjean, King, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
So with Grosjean out, that brings a third.
Jeff here, radio check. Check, check, can you hear me? Okay, we had a fantastic result at the last race. Let's try it again here.
I mean, okay. Let's go with that. I think we'll be alright. No, we might have to mix 3 it. We'll do that. We've got better engine stuff this time anyway, so that's fine. Right, let's go, 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 go. Oh, drama. Delachaz ahead of Hamilton, Bottas. There's yellow flags though. Oh,
Great first lap.
boink.
Keep it up.
Looks like there's more stuff going on further back as well. Oh, careful. I'm second guessing myself round that Ascari.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Oh, the more they battle, the further away they fall. Really?
Caution, caution. Box, box. We're coming in this lap. Okay,
Okey-doke.
clear.
Get back.
Go, go, go.
Let's lock on in as well.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Out between the two Ralph Romeos, not bad at all. Oh,
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Use the overtake button and have a go.
Alright, be able to use DERS, will I? Oh!
DRS is offline. The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work on a fix.
Oh, that was Larry.
Louis in the pits.
We're so far ahead. We're okay. Looks like both Ferraris are stayed out.
There's 5 laps of fuel
Giovinazzi
remaining.
signs up ahead. And one of the Toro Rossos. And the Mercs will have stayed out as well, although I can't know which one.
Our gap behind is 2.3 seconds.
Is that Carlos getting past Gio? It is. And then they all dive in. That was Stroll, Leclerc, Bottas, Ricciardo stays out another lap. That's worked for Bottas, I think.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Okay, well that was possibly the easiest win I've ever had in my entire F1 gaming career. And I'll have it with glee. And bring home a 1-2 for Minardi.
Second race win in a row. Fantastic job.
Thanks, Jeff. Mwah. Oh, hello, Sergi, yes.
Here we are then.
Do, do, do,
Here comes your top 3 making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One.
You're welcome. Cheesy grin. What's that do to everything? We don't get anything from that.
And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Smith increases their championship lead. Some amazing talents out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, there was a lot of incredible driving out there today, Crofty, but if I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving.
Let's move on to the constructors. The
welcome.
current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So, Minardi 1-2, a Mercedes 3-4, very helpful for us. Renault, again, punching above their weight. Ocon managed to get the most out of it with that 5th place. Gasly dropped down to 10th. Maybe not quite working out in the pit stops, but it did work out for Ferrari. Ricciardo going long, ends up 8. Leclerc also went long, ends up 9. And I thought those Ferraris might drop back, so well done for home soil stuff. But AlphaTauri's Perez leapfrogged the pair. to go into 7th. Stroll just outside on 11. Sainz not in the points for McLaren. Not a grand race. Not good for Albon. Only moving up 1 as well. 2 racing points behind Giovinazzi, the big loser really in that race. Verstappen clung on to the back. De Vries wasn't really there, but at least he kept ahead of the Hasses and the Williamses, who were side by side over the line by the looks of it. Juicy. Norris the sole retiree. Quite a few people. That was all the late ones that went onto the hards. Only Norris's retirement really the issue. Relatively slow stop then for Delatrez. 3 seconds, but that will do. And then on the standings, Hamilton leapfrogs Ricciardo now to get himself finally into 4th in the championship. 20 points between myself and Bottas. That will do well with Singapore up next. Ocon moves ahead of Norris as well with that retiree. McLaren really falling off the boil. And yeah, Renault leapfrog McLaren in the constructors as well. Interesting. And Red Bull now 40 behind Ferrari. That could be a juicy little finale as well, depending on what Ferrari are able to pull out the bag in the final third of the season. Still 8 between Racing Point and Alfa Romeo. And Haas and Williams nowhere near scoring, are they? And they don't look like they're going to either. Again. Maybe if Haas have some different drivers in, that might shake it up a little bit for them. The problem is, though, what I was trying to say during that race was...
Amazing
oh, hello, love.
I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
I am, thank you.
How are you feeling after that win?
Durability team, thank you.
Your team dominated the race today. Was it the car or the teamwork? What's the secret to your success?
Durability, thank you.
How do you feel seeing your teammate up on the podium?
There we go.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Sorry, what I was trying to say is that because all of the new, like, F2 drivers all come onto the back of the grid teams, but they've all got the lowest driver stats, and it's not really offset very well. So that then makes them not as good. Because Alfa Romeo are only scoring because Verstappen was able to pull it out the bag all the time, but Nick de Vries hasn't been anywhere near the points very often at all, and he's not scored any. And that seems a bit weird because of the discrepancy between the two drivers. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Another 2.1 million. Thank you very much. Monza benefit. Loving it. Won't be loving Singapore next, though, will we, Smithy? 7 races to go. Is that 3 more episodes, probably? Juicy.
This week's income.
Okay, everyone, welcome back to the latest episode. And as you'll see, we've hit the 10 million. That is exactly what I needed to get us in some juicy quality control here. I don't want to play with the build time. I just want that quality control sorted and done. I know that only puts us down to the 1 million, but that is enough for me. Thank you very much. So with that then in and out of the way, the first thing that we're going to be doing is diving. I was going to do some tyre wear upgrade, but what I think I'll do, if we just let this kind of run through, that will give us 120 resource points, which gives us enough time to do the so that now gives us the aero.
Parts come through from the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
And we can go straight in now. Which one's better? I think I'd like to have that tyre wear, if I'm perfectly honest. And that keeps me happy, and then from now on in we can smash the durability stuff out of the bag all the way home, because then we've got enough going on. And if we need to start saving R&D points, we can do, and start kicking that out as well, because we've not had anything come through around changes to anything either. Great, that's all gone through okay.
Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on
Great.
the car ready for the next race weekend.
To be honest... Oh, 1 resource point. Really? Really? We can kick some of this out quite quickly, I think. Cool. See you after practice. Okay, after practice at Singapore, which went terribly. I failed every single thing except for the track acclimatization. It's not grand. We have had a bit of apparently a driver performance rating upgrade. Doesn't seem to have changed anything to do with the teams, which is interesting. Oh, maybe it's made Red Bull not as good, actually. Yeah, I think that's it. I think Red Bull aren't quite as far away from everyone else. Everything else seems to be the same, so that's interesting. We'll have a look at the drivers another time. But yeah. It's not looking great for me around Singapore. It seems I can be vaguely around a 1-lap pace, maybe. I'm not sounding very confident, am I? So, yeah, let's see how we get on. I think this could be absolute carnage. Oh, well... Alright, round sector 1, it's the others. Wide there. Yeah, whatever I've done car-wise, I'm just not as good here as I was last year. Last year I kind of was able to keep up with people and do things. Not this time, though. We're off on the grid! Oh, that's beautiful. Does that count?
We're all ready for tomorrow's race.
Yeah.
But before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid.
I'll have it.
Bottas and Lewis Hamilton. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
I mean, that shows how far off I am from the AI. Delatraz is, what, an 81, 82 rated driver at the minute? And there's me, nearly a second off him. Mercedes slotted in between, that's fine. Then the 2 Red Bulls. Next up, the 2 Ferraris after that. That's good from them. Definitely clawing themselves back in again, aren't they? Gasly and Perez. Norris just outside with Russell. Verstappen over to show his worth. With the Alfa Romeo, then Giovinazzi, Stroll. Sainz, not great. Ocon, Magnussen ahead of De Vries. Interesting. Grosjean, Latifi and King. Oh, it would be lovely to have Williams actually kind of back in again with the rest. Apologies, I'm just moving the thing around. Microphone.
Against with the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Louis Delatraz lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Smith, Alexander Albon, and Kvyat, Leclerc, Ricciardo, Gasly, and Sergio Perez. Norris, Russell, Max Verstappen, and Giovinazzi, Stroll, Sainz, Esteban Ocon, and Kevin Magnussen, De Vries, Grosjean, Latifi, and
Nick De
Jordan
Vries, what
King.
happened there?
Now, it's
Oh, and
almost time
Latifi.
for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Oh dear. Glitch in the matrix. This is not going to be a pretty race. I'll be delighted if I can get fourth. Hopefully we can launch off the line really well and maybe get a Mercedes. Maybe both. Try and cling on for dear life. Let's do it. Go. Ooh, Bottas isn't away very well. Alright, that is perfect for me. I won't be able to keep up with Delatraz, I know that.
Okay, that's a good start. Keep it up.
How's that broke already? It's the opening lap.
There is a fault to the DRS. You won't be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out.
I guess the interesting thing now is that because I'm now holding everyone up as the tyres go off and I've overheated, things are now going to be a lot less critical when it comes to...
Lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
Oh, someone's out.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing. Caution, caution.
Oh.
The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta.
Oh, and Verstappen out. Two out together. I wonder if one hit the other because there was a bit of a cluster
Drop your
going on.
speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow
God.
your pace immediately.
Oh, I hate this VSC shit.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green.
No!
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage. We want to pit this lap, so push now.
Pushing! They're still side by side! That is nuts.
The gap to the car behind is 2.5 seconds.
Oh, Albon's got around Bottas. I wonder if those two hit a bit and now Bottas has got wing damage or something. Or if he was just wrong-footed. So we're probably going to lose out to a couple of people here. A lot of people here.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. We need to push now. Use your overtake button for more power.
Damn you, Bottas.
The car ahead has come in to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tyres.
It's the Ferrari that's the big winner here.
That's P7. You've moved into P7.
Nice. Oh, have I just gone and thrown it away? I think I might have.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.0 seconds. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
Good. I'm losing grip quickly. Shit. Christ.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Oh God. This is a disaster. Through goes Perez. Through goes Kvyat. And Ricciardo. Oh, silly Smithy. No. Norris is through. The Renaults have hit me. No.
Okay, clear.
Not my finest hour.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Oh, what a disaster.
There's a few disappointed faces up and down the pit wall after that one, but not here. They secured a phenomenal victory. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win? The faces on our top 3 look
Because
so
I was
incredibly
balking
happy
everyone.
as they make their way
Great
up to
race
the
by
podium.
Leclerc to get up
A
into third.
much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Oh, what an embarrassment. Never mind. I didn't feel comfortable in the car at all during the whole of that race.
Smith increases their championship lead. So let's review
I suppose
the
I
updated
would do,
driver
because
stand.
Bottas doesn't
After
score
an
either.
incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Carlos Sainz certainly wasn't someone to scoff
Oh,
about.
yeah,
His ability
16th to
follow
8th.
race strategies throughout
Wow.
with pinpoint precision has to be commended.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend.
Latifi.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Okay, interesting race then. Delachaz wins from Hamilton, Leclerc a stunning third, Albon, Perez up in fifth doing well, Ricciardo sixth making it a great day for Ferrari. Red Bull 7 with Kvyat. Sainz 8, Norris 9. From where their car is, that's great. Ocon 10, just beating out Gasly. Russell just out the points. Bottas ends up 13th. Sorry, Valtteri. Giovinazzi. Me. Oh dear. Latifi, a great 16 there, ahead of Magnussen, De Vries and King. Stroll had a second pit stop, didn't spot why. Race director. Oh, King went medium hard. Okay. Oh, Verstappen had a severe collision with Grosjean when he retired. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, so it was Verstappen who retired and then Grosjean smashed into him. Fair enough. We changed our front wing. And the front wing for Stroll on lap 10. Don't know where that came from. It doesn't even register on here. Oh well. Standings wise then, we still lead ahead of Bottas. Delatraz into third. 104 off. He's doing well. I don't think he'll catch us though. Hamilton clear now in 4 ahead of Ricciardo and Leclerc. Kvyat and Albon. And if Ferrari are ascending, that could be just in time to keep them third in the Constructors because of Red Bull's terrible start to the season. Perez moves ahead of Sainz. Gasly just behind. Oh, wow, 63, 63, 62. And I was going to say, I wondered if that was going to push Latifi up, and it does. Latifi now has a better finish than King. And Renault and McLaren equal on points. That is juicy. And that would be McLaren drawing equal with Renault, not the other way round. No points for Racing Point again means that they stay off of closing in on Alfa Romeo again. Interesting.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
What?
Who would you say is your biggest rival at the moment?
Bottas.
Is there a hint of jealousy in seeing your teammate up there on the podium? Or are you happy for them?
Couldn't be happier for them.
Your teammate had a great race today and was rewarded with a podium. Do you have any comments on their performance?
Power unit aero package. Bumlick the power unit just in case we do an upgrade.
What was your teammate's secret to success today?
They pushed as car as they could. And the car never faltered. Durability. That's where we're focusing.
Great. Well, that's everything.
You're welcome.